Cool. So on Twitter, there was this video that a girl and her guy basically posted and basically saying, oh, this is my fiance, basically. And then...
And it was on the girl's account.
Yeah, it was on the girl's account. So the girl has posted a video of herself and her fiance.
Okay, yeah.
Then someone put fiance, question mark, question mark, question mark. This I just got back guy was asking me out in January.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Stop it. Stop it.
Do you know what, yeah?
Saw that video.
But even before I finished reading it, yeah. Is this why people don't want to post their...
Oh, no, that's part of it. Let's be real.
But the thing is, I don't know what it is like. In the UK, we have this thing where it's like, nobody really wants to post their man kind of
going
thing.
out of their way.
But even, do you know what makes me laugh, yeah? Even with the posting and unposting.
If he's cheating, he's
Just
cheating.
don't cheat anyway.
That's what I'm trying to say. And wouldn't you rather know?
Embarrassment.
And I would rather know, but I think it's the sheer embarrassment.
Yeah.
One thing about me.
The sheer
One thing about me.
I hate embarrassment.
I hate embarrassment.
Don't embarrass
I
me.
get second-hand embarrassment. So
Yeah.
imagine the first-hand embarrassment
No, it's
that
too
I'll
much.
get. And it's kind of like, even though like, maybe you won't be publicly embarrassed in some of the situations. Maybe someone has, I'm coming to you as a woman. Still in yourself.
Yeah, you're embarrassed.
You'll feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, January. Yeah.
And then, okay, so yeah, this guy was asking me out in January. Wonderful. Talking about he doesn't want some girl over there. He just wants an Igbo traditional woman in Nigeria. I just knew there was something sneaky. God, I beg.
Bro, this...
Do you know what, yeah? There's so many things to dissect, yeah?
Yes. January. Oh,
when guys say they want wifey material, this person said he wanted an Igbo traditional wife.
From Nigeria.
So you can be cooking stew and cooking all the Igbo stews.
That's his business.
I don't understand.
Because even like, I don't even know what to say.
This actually reminds me of a situation I had recently. She was just telling me about this guy that she was seeing. She was like, oh, he was a bit like, he was a bit distant. Like he was saying like, oh, sorry, I can't meet you this weekend because I'm traveling for work. I was like, traveling for work on a weekend? Like,
position do you have?
I was thinking, that's really strange. And then she was just like...
I would say, because in my brother's place of work, they actually travel like, but it's like you have to be at like a high... Your position has to be
That's what I'm
high.
trying to say.
Like what position do you have that you're traveling
on a Saturday?
On a weekend? Why is the work trip starting on a Friday evening?
So that's why I was like, okay, like you said, like I know that sometimes if you're traveling to like maybe like, I don't know, Canada or like the certain parts of the US, you might need to, and you've got like an early Monday meeting, you might need to go on a Sunday or something.
Because of the time difference and everything.
Saturday, exactly. But it's rare. And I've worked for like a number of like partners and founding partners, and it's rare. Like those people even be saying, I can't lie, like the small time I have with my family, let me have it with my family. I don't want to be traveling on the weekends. So I was thinking,
exactly.
I was just like, oh, okay, like I was just like, okay, interesting, but that's kind of strange, but it's not unheard of, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. Then she was just like, yeah, like we would set up a date to meet up, and then last minute he'd be like, oh, sorry, I can't meet, or da-da-da. And I was just like, maybe he has a girlfriend. She was like, what? And I was just like, yeah, because I don't understand like how you're like, I don't know if he's moving like, because she was saying that he was moving like, no, like I'm really ready to settle down. I was like, how old is he? She was like 30, and I was just like, okay, but if you're really ready and you're 30, like why would you be moving like this?
I think it's a red flag. Yeah. Okay.
I need to get to the end of the story.
Okay, go. But anyway, I think it's a red flag. Yeah, when as soon as you meet a guy, yeah, they say they're ready to settle down.
Yeah, defo.
I think it's a huge red flag.
Defo.
Because what do you mean? I could kill you tomorrow.
Wait.
You mean settle down with you, or just settle down in general?
As in, they'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm ready to settle down. Like
that's
I see.
No.
Are you not ready to settle down as you are now?
No, I know, but if I'm talking to somebody, you're
not gonna say
I'm not mentioning, oh yeah, like I could really see us settling down.
See, that's different. Those
You're
are two different things.
Though. Saying that I'm ready to settle down just means in this time of my life, I'm ready to find somebody.
I'm not messing about.
But if someone
saying I'm ready to settle down with you, and I'm like, bro,
some people. So, no, trust me. There are some people,
I know some people
they'll
like
meet
that.
you, and then maybe you've been talking for 2 weeks, and I can see myself settling down with you. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
That's not what. Well, actually,
you know,
I don't. Okay, I didn't really understand what exactly he was saying to her, but
he's
essentially
basically giving the impression that I'm
listen,
ready.
like if this works, like
we're done. Like we're cool.
Really, truly, this year, I'm trying to meet your
yeah.
parents. So anyway, so then she was explaining blah blah blah. So anyway, we carried on like eating and talking about something different.
Yeah.
Then she was just like, oh, yeah, like she really wants a traditional man who will understand her culture and things like that, and like who's like, you know, got his head screwed on, not confused about
Yeah, that doesn't have to be like
I can't even bother to explain the context, but I basically said there's one guy could potentially be interested in, but to be honest, he has a child, so I'm not really sure like if you would necessarily want to date someone with a child, would you? She was like, no, not really. I was like, oh, let me show you, because I know, you know, like with Nigerians, like if you show a Nigerian another Nigerian, they can say. So I show her the picture. She said, that's the guy.
My God.
I was like, wait.
When you said that, I said, please. I was like, please.
I didn't even put two together. I didn't even put two together.
I was like, what do you mean? She was like, that's the guy. She was like, he has a child. I said, hey! She's like, it's all making sense now.
Wow.
I was like.
But do you know what though? When it comes to children, like people are just very different about it. Like, not saying that you should say, I don't have a child, but some people will move a bit, will basically make excuses for maybe when they might have the child around, which I kind of
listen.
but not.
If you're saying in the first that you want to settle down, I genuinely think if you have a child and you're talking to women and things like that, there should at least, if I'm saying in the first month of talking, maybe even the first, if you've gone on like at least 2 dates, by the third date you should be saying
whether someone has a child or not.
100%.
It's true, because actually just saying it doesn't mean you have to meet the child.
You don't have to meet the child. You don't have to become mummy of the child. You don't have to be doing all the motherly things.
Yeah, but you can't be saying like, oh, like I would want to meet your parents.
Like you can't be saying, oh, I want to meet your parents and things like that. Like you have to.
He's being snake. She's being shady about it.
I don't even think. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't even think it's more like being shady, because some people are very protective over their children, which is fine. But if you're putting yourself in the dating market and you're putting yourself out there saying you're ready to settle down. Hello, if you're ready to settle down, there's someone that's settling with you that you have that we need to settle together. So please tell me if you have, like, I don't mind dating guys with kids, but you have to tell me. You like nowadays, it's not like everybody has a child, but it's kind of like as you get older, it becomes a lot more common. When you're 21 and when you're between the age of 18 and 21, someone has a child, like, hey, I'm not ready for that. When you're approaching the age of 30, some of your non-negotiables start to become negotiable.
Literally.
So I'm the thing of like, I'm fine with dating a guy with kids. Well, maybe one kid, not multiple kids with multiple women. That one,
you're not trying to add yourself to that roster, boy.
Not the roster.
I'm not trying to do all of that. But I think you have to disclose some of that. It's not that you have to tell, when you tell me, I'm telling everybody that, oh, you have a child, but it's more of like you have to tell me.
Yeah, I have heard, not I think this is right, I'm just saying this is what I have heard. So I can't remember, I don't know if it was actually his show that someone was talking about it. So let me not say the person's show. But you know, people have like several things about fatherhood and all that sort of thing. So I just remember someone saying that like sometimes, and I think it's wrong, this is my own stance, but what they were saying is that when you're a man and you've got a child, like there's a lot of like some sort of like weird connotation attached to it that people just assume that you're absent, or like, I don't know, just assume like the worst. I don't know how to explain it. Like, just assume the worst.
I get what you mean.
Sense.
Kind of like when someone that is probably not married or is not with the person have a child. Like, there's this kind of like, I don't want to say that I believe this, but I could understand why some people could. Not that I could understand, but I know that some people would think like that, where like, you are not like, you know when people are like, oh, I'm a single parent. Like, you're
when
not,
you see
you
a
don't
mom,
really,
when you see a mom,
have...
I don't know why, but let's be real. When you see like a woman say, I'm a single parent, you just think, oh my God, like you've been done, not that you've been done wrong, or like something hasn't gone right your way. Like, and like,
probably.
Life is unfair.
Yeah, life is unfair. But then when you hear a man, you're like, what did you do? No. Do you know what I mean? So I think that they were saying sometimes they actually try to, and I think it is wrong. I feel like whoever you're dating should be able to make the choice before feelings properly develop as to whether they want to be with you or not if you have a child, because it's a big thing. Do you know what I mean? But some of them are like, I kind of like to wait to see if naturally we have the rapport and relationship and like we have the feelings first before I then start bringing in that layer, which again is very complicated. I don't have a child. I don't know how it is, but I just know when it comes to children, I can understand the complexities and the different opinions and approaches to it.
I just think it's just a little bit deceitful in a way
Definitely, I think so.
Because you might have the stance where you want to be with someone and you want, maybe if you see yourself being together, you might want to have that person's first child.
Yeah.
And
is that wrong, by the way, to feel that way?
Well, no, you want to have someone's first child.
No.
I'm a bit somehow about it, but I understand why people do.
As in, you wouldn't mind not.
I don't see why that should be like, if you're going to still have children with person.
I feel like we've spoken about this before, but I think I...
Is it like you said about the first or something? Like you're both...
No. I gave a dilemma that, if you were talking to someone for like 8 months and then a child popped out, really popped out of nowhere, but like, I think it's in the stance where it's like that bond when you first have a child, he's already had that bond with someone else before. Okay. Not saying that the bond is going to be completely different or he's not going to be 100% in, but some people just want that first. I want,
fair enough.
And I think it's fair enough.
Do you know what? Yeah, like I don't have a
Of you?
I don't have necessarily like a strong stance. It's like twofold. Let me start with the first thing that we were talking about, which was when to tell somebody that you have a child.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think there's a right answer. I feel like it's a case-by-case situation. I feel like every person is different. It's so nuanced because it could be like you said, it could be a father who's like not really involved. It could be a father who is very involved. It could be a father whose child is not in the country. It could be a father whose child is in the country. And I feel like all those nuances make the timeline in which you tell people that you're dating. Because let's say you're dating 2-3 people at the same time. You're going to be telling every single... No. I don't know. I think it's kind of difficult. I don't think there's a right answer or a wrong answer. But I do feel like if you're telling somebody you're intentional about dating that person in particular, you need to start disclosing that stuff relatively early.
I said by like date 3. If you're like getting the vibes, you're enjoying that person's company. I think by date 3, I think you should be like...
a number to
but the thing is, that's what I'm saying as well. I don't know because...
Okay, first date, you gauge, okay, yeah. Okay.
But depends how... But
second date... depends how
quickly those 3 days came.
Yeah. How soon you...
Fam, if you're on date 3 in the first 2 weeks, can't lie, that means that you are enjoying that person's company and you want to keep on seeing them. 3 dates within 2 weeks as a working woman. Come on, man. What
if it's 3 dates in 3 months?
Yeah, if it's spaced out, there's like you don't really like. You're just like, let's catch up again.
So I'm thinking of
I
like.
haven't even gotten to my second.
Sorry,
thing,
but if you're dating someone for 3 months, and each month
are you
has
dating
been
someone for 3 months if you've only been on 3 dates in 3 months?
I wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say
you're just meeting up.
I say you're meeting up. Sorry, this is dating is
3 months.
Dating for me is a
consistency. Wait. Okay, let me throw a spanner into the works.
Throw it every day.
What if they don't live locally to you, but you've been communicating?
Okay, that's different.
That's different.
When you say locally,
I'm saying, okay, let me use myself. Let me use myself as an example. Let me be real. My ex used to live in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Can't lie. I'm not meeting you every 3 to 5 working days.
Yeah. If you're
I can meet you one month. I can meet you the second month and I can meet you the third. That's the third day.
That's different.
Yeah.
But you're saying that's different, but at the end of the day.
This is what I'm saying. Going back to
it's relative, I guess.
Going back to my first point, there are so many nuances. There's no correct answer. It's different for different people because you have to take into consideration all of those extra things. There's no real... I think you and yourself will know, like, okay, listen, I can't lie.
I don't think you and yourself will know.
What?
I hadn't even finished, but I feel like... I think she knows what I'm going to say, but I was going to say, I feel like you and yourself will know whether you're like, nah, I need to actually tell her now. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely you're not going to still be dating someone you will have that, even if you don't do it, your conscience will be telling you like.
Some people are wicked. Some people are just...
They don't have a conscience.
Fam, some people don't give 2 flying monkeys, bruv. They'll walk you down the aisle and when you said I do, they'll be like, oh, by the way.
That's my kid over there, the flower girl. You see that girl with the pink bow in her
That
hair?
was my nephew. That was my nephew. That's my baby boy.
I took him. You'll be I took him in as my nephew, but really and truly, you're listen.
Anyway,
I don't know.
To my second point about the first, whether the child is your first or not.
Yeah.
Again, I can't lie. If I'm being completely honest, I would love to share that first moment with my husband.
Yeah.
It being his first as well.
Yeah.
I don't think that's wrong to say.
No, it's not.
But I feel like, again, it kind of depends on the people and like the circumstances. Because say you're getting married at like, for example, taking Jeannie Mai, who used to be on The Real, she got remarried to, what's that guy's name?
Jeezy.
Jeezy, when she was at 40 or in her 40s. And she had always said she never wanted kids. But actually what she realized when she was dating Jeezy was not necessarily that she didn't want kids. She was just fearful about being a mum. And she said that she got
and I think
a lot
the safety of her child as well.
And also she's expressed before that she had gone through some sort of like sexual assault like when she was younger and stuff. So she was also always really fearful about those kind of things and like the world that she would bring up her child and blah blah blah. She said she drew a lot of comfort and confidence from the fact that Jeezy had already had kids because there's already someone who has been a parent and successfully been a parent.
But do you think that comes with age? Because obviously they're in their 40s. Can't lie, if I'm in my 40s.
You have to accept that.
I gotta accept that majority of my dating pool will probably have kids or have been in a previous marriage or something like that. So I guess it's relative, but
it is,
I was gonna say I haven't even finished.
I know you haven't finished
the dilemma.
Okay, carry on.
So I'll just quickly go through.
January. I'm so sorry.
So she said 7 months is a long time. I agree. Because people were like...
Well, let's start again because I feel like with that people need to remember exactly what happened before. Then.
So let me just backtrack. So a girl posts her fiance on Twitter, a video, and the girl quotes and saying, fiance, this I just got back guy. Basically, I don't know how to explain that.
Just got back.
Yeah, it's kind of like someone that was in Nigeria, left, came back and I just got back from.
Yeah.
But then people kind of use it as
even people
that have like just gone abroad. And then people that come back to Nigeria frequently.
Yeah.
So she was saying that I just got back guy was asking me out in January and it's July now. So talking about he doesn't want some girl over there. So basically someone even America or the I don't know where this is, probably America actually. That he doesn't want some girl over there, that he wants an Igbo traditional woman in Nigeria. I just knew there was something sneaky. Gotta beg. Then she now goes on to say, 7 months is a long time. I agree. People can fall in love and get married in less. Lol, I'm just shocked, that's all. I wish them all the best. She now said, so according to her TikTok, he proposed to her last year, December 2022.
I was even going to ask that. When did they get engaged?
I have no words.
Guys, this is very triggering for me.
Why?
My God. I know who you're talking about.
I'll explain the story after.
Because I feel like we were together the day that you lot went on a date.
Anyway, continue.
Anyways, she said, I have no words. I still wish them all the best. At least I know Mumu followed the boy. Again, all you guys defending the rubbish, it is highly unacceptable to do this. You can't have proposed to your girl in December, then come to Nigeria and come and be forming Lover Boy just because you're trying to play a fast one. Imagine I agreed. I for day heartbroken.
Wait, when you say fast one, so basically he didn't even have any real intention. He just wanted to just joke around with
so
it,
basically,
right?
Like we said, they'll be saying, oh, I really want to settle down. I want an Igbo traditional girl. Like all these empty promises. It means that like she could have now fallen into this trap, been heartbroken, gone down the line 7 months later and see that he's now somebody else's fiance.
Okay. I don't think that that's what she meant. I interpreted it different. I can't lie. I interpreted it as she's saying that he was just using it as a way to just converse and was like just chatting, not like they had any real meaning. But even if you were to do that, like what happened if I actually believe what you were saying and then actually went to go ahead and start talking to you?
Did I send you that TikTok this week?
Which one?
Oh, it was like basically this girl was saying that she went onto her Snapchat and there was this white girl talking about Nigerian men are trash.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, oh, she feels like she needs to share some wisdom. Did I send it to you as well?
No, I think I saw that one, yeah.
Yeah, but basically she was just saying that like, let me tell you something about Nigerian men. Like,
okay, yeah.
When they say they want to marry you, they're just flirting.
Literally. It's just actually a conversation. It's a conversation topic.
Don't fall for it, because I
literally.
Ciao. Next question.
I don't want to say.
At least you said it.
Not me. It's just flirting.
It's just flirting.
I want to marry you. It's flirting.
Yeah.
I want to give you a baby. It's flirting.
Yeah,
they just want sex.
Nah, even then, they might not even want it. They just want to use.
No, I want to give you a baby. Trust me.
Listen, they're just flirting, mate. That's why we said when their friends start calling Iyawo,
man, it's just banter, man.
It's just
Fam,
banter.
just banter. It's nothing.
They're laughing behind you behind the scenes, boy.
No pun intended.
No pun intended at all. But yeah, that situation is mad though, because regardless, like even if he was like just bantering or anything, like it's just like,
wild,
bro,
yeah.
like at least you should still be in the infatuation phase. Like I just got engaged like a month ago or whatever it is. Like how are you already moving on so quickly? Like anything you see now, you're using it as a conversation starter to say, oh, I really want to, and it's actually not the babe that you have. At least let it align to the babe that you have, so at least people can be like, okay, cool. Like he's just basically saying what he likes.
One thing about guys, they're gonna move on quick. One thing about guys, they're gonna move on.
Well, no, they didn't look at anything alike, but I just mean in the sense that he said that I want this. Obviously, she might be a traditional, but I don't really know, but it wasn't giving me that vibe.
Well, from the tone that the girl used is as if that she's like an African American.
Yeah.
Someone from the I'm guessing that it's in America.
Defo.
So that's why he said he wants a traditional
Igbo
woman. On ground. On ground,
but the thing is, I think I remember seeing that people were reacting like there was like people that were getting annoyed at her for even posting that in the first place. As in, like, people were getting annoyed at her for saying that. Calling out the guy.
Why would you
trying to ruin it? But it's kind of like some of these guys actually need to be called out. Like, how can you be proposing?
But the things like,
I would not do that. I would send it to my friend and be like, I swear this was the guy.
Yeah, exactly. But especially when you know that, like, you guys, it hasn't, I'm not trying to say it hasn't materialized, but like you said as well, he just tried to pull fast, like as if it was just like something like you were just messing around with, but like he didn't actually try to pursue it. So like I'm a bit like But also the focus is the guy.
As a blessing in disguise if I was the fiance, by the way.
Yeah, true. But the thing is, it's a guy. Why do you have to use it where the girl has like it's actually the girl's account and she's posted a picture of her and a man? Why do you not that? At least just go to the guy's Twitter and just at him there. You know how people just at him there. That's not got to embarrass the fiance. But now Beyonce's face.
No. One thing about Twitter, they gonna connect the dots.
No, but.
One thing about Twitter, they don't connect the dots.
Let them do that. But you ain't got to quote her to.
I don't know.
I already know.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think what it is embarrassment competition.
Yeah.
It's whether, so you try to embarrass me, but let me embarrass you. Yeah. But then they try to embarrass. Do you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Child, just move on. Just know that you just dodged the bullet.
Like the girl that's like get engaged. Like this might not actually mean anything to her.
Yeah,
she might not care, right?
No.
Yeah, she might not. But she should.
Child. Anyway.
Yes, yeah, for real.
January. Oh no.
I'm telling you, that Dirty December, like, the thing is though, I feel like Dirty December, obviously it has that name because it can be dirty, but also not necessarily dirty in that way, but that's an element of it, but it's more around the fact that it's just so busy, like you're just so active, like it's just messy, like it's not clean. Like, you know, a clean holiday where everything's just like organized, everything's just relaxing, but it's not, do you know what I mean? It's opposite, it's dirty, like anything can flow, like it's just all over, it's basically a scattered holiday. You go to that place, whatever you plan to do on that holiday, just forget it because it never turns out to be that way.
So, maybe the only thing that goes well is the beach day.
No, literally.
And even get to the boat on
time before they leave your ass.
She was left on land, boy.
Literally. But I just feel like, yeah, especially because it's that context as well. Like you've gone away, like you've gone to Nigeria, you know, Dirty December, you've done all of that. And it's like, that's the time that you want to now use it as opportunity to be talking to babes and be saying all this. Like, it's the context as well. I know it doesn't matter at all where you do it. Like, even if you did it in your local pub or if you did it down in Nigeria. But it's that Nigeria. Like just basically hearing like someone's done it on like a party holiday or something. Like just like, come on, like, that means you really like, you know what I mean? You were feeding into the environment and you just succumb to it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh,
it's just, it's a bit much.
No.
It is well, Sha.
I feel so sorry for that girl, man.
The fiance.
Yeah, man, it's too much.
Anyways,
but things if it was a case where, obviously she said that she found out later that they got engaged just before. But let's say they got engaged just after. What do you guys think? Because
just after what?
As in just after he got back from the trip.
That's still
me and my boyfriend were having this debate and I was basically saying to him that like, I think that it's weird because he was explaining to me how sometimes some guys view things, right? He was basically saying that sometimes a guy knows that he's chatting to a babe, but because he might have a trip planned, because he wants to like hang out with his boys and just be free on a party holiday or something, he might actually just not even if he's like, sure, like this babe, I'm actually kind of really interested in her. He wouldn't wife her because he's just like, let me just enjoy myself for now. Like, it's no one's forcing me, and then I might come back afterwards, and then like things.
Yeah, with an STD. With an STD.
Come back to what?
No,
with an STD.
Then, like, be talking to her. But
you know when you're running and it's just the dust in the air.
I'm so dumb. But some guys, obviously, he was not talking about himself, but he was just talking about in general because we're just talking about other people's examples. And
the thing is, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of like. I don't know about that.
I said to him that I think it's dodgy.
I think it's dishonest, and I think it's like, you know, I want to have my final hurrah before I settle down. It's kind of like,
that? And also,
if you know, you know. If you don't, then
there are gonna be so many like boys' holidays in the future. So it's like, why wouldn't you just wait till next year's one? Oh, next year's one is Miami actually. So maybe I should just like, come on.
Unless you're actually saying that like you actually just aren't fully sure, then I get it. If you aren't fully sure, then obviously why would you just...
How can you be fully sure but then still want to... No, I know. Yeah. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm even just thinking about it like, because obviously he gave the context of you're sure, but you're just like, let me enjoy myself. But it's like, if you're fully sure, at least, I don't know what you guys are like, but like, if I'm fully sure on a guy, I'm not really checking for other people like that.
That's guys... I think that's fairy tale now. That's the thing though.
You know guys love this thing of, oh, I need to test myself to see whether, you know,
Love Island, I need to go more.
Fam, that's what I'm saying. I need a test. I need a test.
Literally. I do feel like what you said, and I have that view, but I actually am starting to understand that like people, and especially some men, don't have that stance at all. Like my ideal is just not really what actually happens in reality. Like in reality, you're talking to multiple people, or like. Even when you might be sure about one person, even if you're sure about one person, some people will actually still be like, it's too early for me. Like, you know how we said, for example, that like I might be chatting to someone and be like, you know what, in the first month or two, like this is it. Like based on what I know now, this is fantastic. Like I'm really, really happy. But actually, sorry, it's 2 months. I'm not gonna be a fool because maybe you've been played before. You're like, I need to give it some time. I'm still gonna be out there, seeing what's out there. But if in a couple months' time, I'm still talking to other people and they're not convincing me and I'm actually like, you know what, this is it for me, then I'm 100%, I'm even more sure.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Some guys might take that stance.
Yeah, but I'm assuming when he's saying that, we've passed the whole, it's only been 2 months.
No, I know that in the context that he was explaining, it was actually also because of time. Like it wasn't actually, they hadn't actually been talking that long. But he was just within himself. But when you come back,
don't then just wife me because it's only been a week. You've been on holiday.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it a week?
It's been 2 months and a week now.
Yeah, but we're enjoying the other girls as well before you come back to me.
Come back maybe in 6 months' time.
Boy, literally, let me enjoy myself as well. But
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Ain't nobody wants your ass.
Boy, it is well. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of the BTS podcast. You are joined by your lovely host, Beatrice,
Tammy,
and Sharon, and welcome back. Guys, since you last saw us, we've hit 100k on TikTok.
No, we are like nearly 130.
Yeah, I know, but we've hit 100k.
Oh, sorry.
Since they last saw us now.
We've even surpassed.
Yeah.
We've ran with flying colours.
Not ran.
So if you're not, we'll say it at the end as well, but if you're not following us there, make sure you're following us there because we post exclusive content on there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And honestly, the comments about like, have you seen those comments where people are like, I was watching the clip on TikTok and I flew to YouTube.
Ran to YouTube.
You lot are funny, man.
Yeah, you guys are so jokes. But anyway, how are you guys doing?
We rating our week?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll give my week a 9 out of 10.
Wow! Look at what employment can do.
Not you share my business.
Isn't it? You're sharing our business. Yeah, new job.
Well, yeah, got a new job and it was good.
Tammy's been enjoying.
Well, yeah, I started my first day, started at 2 p.m.
Yeah,
very
fantastic.
And then
next day was what?
Next day was
summer
party. I said, wow.
Yeah, you have been enjoying
this
it.
for me.
That's what I'm saying. Tammy's been having a good time. Good old time.
Meeting loads of like people in the department.
Yeah.
And things like that. And yeah, just having a good time. Like everybody there is so nice. And I work definitely for a bigger company than the last one.
Oh, yeah,
so even in that, it's a change in itself where I'm going from a company where was about, 40 people to a company where it's like thousands and thousands of people. Like the company size of my last job is like the department, half a department of this organization.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a change.
Yeah.
Like if anybody doesn't know, let me even tell my story. It's been a long
Oh,
Basically, guys, I got made redundant in February on Valentine's Day.
On
I didn't even know that.
Day.
Yeah, that was my last day.
Oh, that's too
That's
much.
actually
Just crying at all aspects of life. No roses, no job.
God, this is sad. This is
No,
sad.
so basically, I've been at home for roughly 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
And I feel like I needed the break and I utilized it very well. Went on 2 holidays.
Fantastic.
I had a great time, but it was time to get back to work.
Literally.
So I just took this as a blessing in disguise, kind of like. Do you know what's funny? I don't know if I told you guys here, but maybe a week before they told me I was being made redundant, I literally started looking for jobs.
Oh, really? No, you didn't say.
Literally a week before, I was just like, let me just see what's out there.
It's so funny how things just
things like that. And then a week later, hey, you gotta go. And I'm like, damn, maybe God was saying something to me. So so I managed to get a new job at a much bigger company, higher pay.
Amen.
So everything works out in the end. Because I've just had I think when I just had a rough couple of months. Like I said, I got into a car accident. So it's kind of like, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
But when the sun comes out, it shines, boy.
Yeah.
So just had a really good week. I think that was it. I haven't really been doing much. It's just basically onboarding and stuff. But other than that, it's been a great week.
Why are you cancelling your Netflix?
Because of the company that I work with.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to have Netflix anymore.
That's so you just get it for free now?
No, not that I get Netflix,
platform,
but their platform.
Okay. Got it.
So I don't have to,
Hey, yeah, what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
No, she uses my Disney Plus.
Oh,
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
What do you mean?
I'm finna cancel that.
The Disney as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everything's on
I don't
there,
know.
no?
I think everything's just getting
Make
too
sure
bloody
Grey's
expensive.
Anatomy's on there.
It probably is, but
Okay.
we'll talk.
But
That's basically
Sorry,
my week.
Netflix, or we are not sharing. You know, they've been saying that they're in the same roof. Anyway.
So please, we still have Netflix. So sponsor.
No, I'll probably still keep Netflix because of I'm the one that pays for my whole family. So I'll probably still keep it, but I don't really
haven't
need
been
it.
onto Netflix in a long
Me
time.
neither.
But that's because I'm only watching 2 shows at the moment, which is Grey's Anatomy, which is on Disney Plus, and Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is on Amazon Prime. So
I think Amazon Prime is my bag at the moment because I'm watching New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm watching New Jersey.
Watch
So
a lot of your shows on Prime.
I can't lie. If you want some New Jersey,
Really, my mouth kicks
they get violent on there, boy.
Oh Lord,
Ciao.
get out.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Anyway, do you know what? I won't get into it. It's not deep.
What about you guys?
What was I going to say? Oh, this week has been tough for me. I won't even lie, man. Another hectic week, but I'm finally about to go on break. Just first time taking holiday and just staying in my damn house.
So what would you
but I
rate your
need
week?
it.
What's the
But
rating?
yeah, before that, maybe a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe a 4. It's been hectic still. But yeah, I mean, such is life.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of stuff happens in the week. Just forget it. No, I'm saying a lot of stuff does happen in the week. You just genuinely forget.
Last Saturday, obviously, we were here. Last Sunday, I think I did something. Oh, went to Afro Lounge during the week. I can't even remember, but I think I'd give my week a 6. It was fun. There was nothing traumatic.
Did you go to the coffee shop?
Did I go this week? Oh, I didn't because my manager's in the US.
Okay.
Did you?
I went to another coffee shop.
Okay.
I did yesterday. Yeah, I did yesterday. Oh, what was really funny was, so I had my passport appointment because I need to renew my passport.
Oh yeah.
And I leave work early. I leave work at 2:30 because my passport appointment's at 3:15.
Yeah.
And they've moved it now. It's no longer in Victoria, so it's
Where is it now?
in the Excel, near the Excel.
Oh, okay.
So I leave at 2:30. I even had a meeting at work at 4:30. So I was to my, basically my senior associate, I'll be back in time for this meeting because it was in person and they were coming into the office, blah, blah, blah. So I get there, go through the first page. They're you need to bring up your confirmation to the email.
Yeah.
So then I show the guy, he's great, go to the next place or whatever. Go to the
great.
next guy. The next guy was mate, are you checking the dates? Love, your appointment's tomorrow. I was oh, okay. So I just went all the way there for nothing. But then so then when I got back, my manager was you're back early. And I was turns out I was 24 hours early. And then yeah, it was just crazy because I was just like, oh, I just came all the way. But to be fair, at least I only came from, it was like one train. So at least I didn't come from Essex or something. That would have been annoying. But then I went the next day. It was so speedy. When I was going into the thing, my heart was beating because I was like, oh my gosh, what if I've forgotten something? But I checked so many times. I even had to meet up with one of my friends during the week. I met up with Rachel so that she could sign my passport picture. Yeah. And I was so worried that I had to take my Nigerian passport too. And I was so concerned that I was going to forget something. Because every time I've been to the Nigerian embassy, the first time I went, they sent me home.
Fam, they changed the rule. First, you need to bring stamp. Then you need to bring envelope.
Then you don't need to bring that. Then you need to bring your birth certificate, not your birth certificate, or what's your NI, or what's your... it's too much. You just never know. Anyway, so my heart was beating, but the whole thing was smooth.
Of course it was.
24 minutes, I was in and out. My passport will be arriving this week. Crazy.
God. I've never really had a bad experience at the Nigerian thing.
Do you know what? Even though I wouldn't say necessarily I've had a bad experience, as in me, as in what they've done to me personally. I see how they be chatting to people. I'm just like, this is actually just, this is ridiculous.
The last time I was in and out within 2 hours.
I'm normally about 2 hours, but I think
that's not a... That's
no,
not,
that's what we're saying.
No, it's a long time,
normally.
Generally.
That's what we're saying.
But it's good for Nigeria.
Yinka has some of the funniest tweets on Twitter, yeah. He was like, I told my manager I'm going to the Nigerian embassy during my lunch break just to get my passport quickly. His manager said, don't bother coming back. Just take the afternoon.
Legit. Nah, that's
because
hilarious.
Oh my gosh, 2 hours is a good amount for Nigerian embassy.
Take the whole day off.
Deep that they told me for my passport appointment, it would be 30 minutes. I went through security. You have to take out everything. You have to take off your belt, all of that stuff, like airport security. I did all of that. I then got a ticket for my appointment. I sat down. They called me. The guy and I went through my form with me. Did it in under 30 minutes.
Now that you say that, why isn't there any security at the Nigerian one?
Of course not.
Oh,
because not gonna lie, I've heard things where people have started smashing cars. I'm like,
it's
cars.
Yes.
That's how frustrated
people
they can make people that they start smashing the cars in front of the fam. Anyways.
Crazy. Yeah, let's do song of the week quickly. Are you guys adding anything?
No, I'm not adding anything.
You're not? Hey, yeah.
No, I've been listening to a lot of Afro swing this week.
Oh, really? Okay. Is it because
because I missed that thing and I didn't know about it.
I
found an Afro swing playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna add a song. I'm gonna add Young Bane and Kojo Fun's Said You Wanna Take Me Away. What's Fine Wine? I forgot the song. Fine Wine. Fam. Can't lie, that takes me back to first year Coventry Uni. Hey. Serious scenes,
man.
But yeah, I'll add that to the playlist.
Okay. I'm gonna add Unruly by NSG and Meeks.
Okay.
I haven't heard that song.
You have? It dropped in when we were in Malta.
You defo have.
Okay, let me go back and listen.
But anyway, it's a good song, Shah.
You?
Yeah, let me add Ifosa.
Okay.
Yes. I like that song.
Yeah, fantastic, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Essex has talent, Shah.
Yeah, man, he's sick. He actually always makes my
great
top 5
music.
Yeah, my top
music.
5 artists.
Every
absolutely
Spotify
fantastic.
Yeah.
And I always say, I know I keep on saying this, but when your friend actually has talent, the way that it's so much easier to support them.
Yeah.
I don't say that they have talent, but talent that actually is
makes
aligned
sense.
to
It resonates.
Yeah.
Because obviously we say this all the time and everyone says it's you're just because when you're promoting something that you have, right, your friends aren't your target audience. You're trying to go beyond your friend because otherwise what the hell are you doing it? Why the hell are you doing it?
I always, when people say because someone even messaged me.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say someone else. But...
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
Someone messaged me today and not today, sorry, this week and was like, I didn't know you had a podcast. Why are you not I'm like, because my friends are not my,
yeah.
Do you remember when we used to...
You don't promote it?
I don't really promote,
okay.
Can't lie, I don't really...
I don't tell my,
I don't...
What, did they mean on your Insta? Or
I don't see it on your story. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bruh, when we were promoting it, back when we used to have just Canva posts.
That literally taught us. Actually, hold on, let's talk about it. Let's be real.
Do you know what? Maybe we should just make
this the episode.
Let's be real, because actually, like, when we were posting bare stuff on like our pages, I feel like this is actually a lesson learned for people, like, especially if you want to start something, you first of all would have this thing where you just initially expect your friends to
before
support
you even get there, did you say the name of the song?
Yeah, I said Ifo says she bad.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's out to Spotify playlist, Apple Music playlist. We'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video and also in the descriptions of like all the platforms.
The other
stuff. But yeah, you'll see it there. But anywho, back to the subject matter. What I was saying is that when you first of all start something, like with us, we obviously started this pod however many years ago, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, just want to switch on that.
Yeah. You obviously. The first thing is you tell your friends, I've started something, like you post on your stories and everything like that, right? Yeah. Naturally, I feel like, okay, there's a hype. There's a hype that happens. Like
talk about the hype.
The first week. I don't even think the week is a stretch. I think maybe like a couple of days. Maybe the first days.
No. I generally think for us, it was like the first two to three episodes.
Yeah.
No. 2 to 3. Yeah. Because we had the first one and then we had that Get to Know Us, which did quite well. Do you know, remember the bonus episode? Though. Yeah, but I'm saying like those 3 those 3 weeks when we were dropping, I think we had like, we're like, oh, okay, it's going quite well. Yeah. Then when you see the dip.
Yeah, literally.
And the thing is, the dip is not necessarily the dip. The dip is just your core audience.
Yeah.
It's not like people are dropping off. Like, and I think everyone actually speaks about this. Like, in terms of the hype that comes with when you first start something. Even with like C-Style, which is not even, I'm not even going to get into it, but even with like C-Style.
The
first like 1, 2, oh my, wow, Sharon. Yeah. And then after a while, it's just kind of like.
And to be fair, I get it.
That's fine.
I get it. Because I get it. But this is the thing, I think some people can go through different emotions, right? You either feel like, oh, like my friends aren't supporting me, blah, 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 which I kind of get to a certain extent. But I mean, I have to sometimes then sit back and put myself in that situation. Like I will promote like, especially when you launch something and like you're just starting something, I'll promote it because I want people who are my friends, who are my audience that might not be following you to see that you started something and they'll click on your page and all that sort of stuff. But if it's not something that fully like aligns with my schedule, like for example, yes, I do a podcast, but maybe like back then, maybe I wasn't like I'm just saying an example. If it was someone starting a podcast, maybe I wasn't into podcasts that much. So like, I wouldn't necessarily relate to the frequency of the fact that you're posting every week. You're doing like, for me, I wouldn't have been using my social media in that way anyway. So like, I don't know how to explain it, but people engage with it differently.
Where it comes to like, oh, my friends are not my target audience, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
But for me, it's kind of like, I think where I see where I'm not 100% comfortable is the fact that, okay, if you say that you're my friend, like, why can you not just follow, like, even stuff like just following the pod page.
Okay, so this is, okay.
Even if it's like just following the page.
This is something like, I didn't really...
What is it? What's it going to take?
Yeah, and this is the thing.
This is the thing I don't fully understand, right? Because I don't give a heck what it is. Even if you're, okay, I'm into trainers. I'm trying to think about something that I'm not into, like, I don't know, beard oil. Do you know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with me. But if you're my friend... if you're my friend, I'm gonna at least follow or like it, or maybe I wouldn't be promoting it on my story every time because, like you said, it's not really like related to me. I might actually miss it in terms of like, you know, it doesn't really catch my eye because it's not something I'm looking for. But I will definitely give it a like. I will follow. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing I didn't fully understand in terms of, like we've always said, our friends are not our target audience. We love that some of our friends listen to podcasts, right? And as a result, they listen to us and they love it and they engage. But then we also have friends who do not listen to us, but they still like the stuff when they see it on their page and they still engage and they still promote it. And there's some people that just, when they see us well done, they don't listen, they don't know, they just see that we are doing well now. So it's like, like
even,
which I get, but
do you know what it is for me? I just think social media is one of them things where people just think they're so important and they're not.
Like their numbers.
Yes. No one gives a flipping damn that you follow one more person and then
like
the people that your follower numbers.
What it is
people want their followers numbers
to be below 1,000.
Yeah.
People don't just below 1,000. Stop on 999.
Yeah.
And forever.
Yeah. And
before they go over that into the 1,000.
Yes. But it's not even just that though. It's also the comparison between your followers and following. People want their followers to be way more than their following. But bro, you see that? Is someone gonna sit there and think, oh, your phone? This is a reflection of your character.
Let me put myself in the thing. Before I used to be like, oh, I don't want to be following more than 1,000 people. Then I had a conversation with myself.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Who cares?
No, literally.
And then I just started following pages where I want to follow. Like, I thought, like, before I was like, oh, it doesn't really have anything to... Fam, if it's my friend and they're doing something and they want to prosper and, you know, flourish and do all that stuff, I'm going to follow regardless. Even if, like, I have a music page here, I don't even post nothing. But I still have my friends that are following me on that page because you guys are my friends.
Yeah, but that one, like, okay, that one I get. But, like, okay, that one I can understand why someone might unfollow if, like, you just don't post anything.
No,
and
but what I'm saying is... No, what I'm saying is that regardless, my friends are still following it. Yeah. And bro, because it's me.
Yeah. I have followed people's pages where what they're even trying to launch hasn't even started yet. They've just created the Instagram. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And they don't even have a post, but because you're my friend.
I've been waiting for a year and a half. But
yeah, I felt like we've been waiting and you're still there.
Yeah. But I'm still following though. Like,
but this is the thing I genuinely didn't understand because I'm just kind of like, I don't even have a thing about like people not listening to me. Like, I really don't even care about that. I don't give a heck. I also don't really care about people not promoting it on their page. I don't really care about that. But my whole thing is kind of like, but you're asking me to do that for you, but then it's like you're not doing it for me.
I was having this conversation with you, like I think it was a week or so ago, where I was just basically saying that I used to always be like just sharing. Immediately, someone would post something, I'll just be sharing my story, and to the point where I'm just like, I get that there's promo.
Your story becomes an advertisement. Comes Piccadilly Circus for God's sake.
I'm actually tired, bro.
Times Square.
It's not everybody.
That's what your
just
story
because it's your birthday. I'm sorry. I will message you. I can do all this, but I don't need to be doing all kinds of different animations. I'm tired,
I told you guys, I'm taking a break from posting things on my story because sometimes my stories come in like,
bro,
it's just too.
Every time you post a photo,
it's like an advertisement role. Like, I don't really understand what's going on.
I don't really know why that even started. How that started.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think it was when Instagram changed its algorithm and not everything was getting shared.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. People were encouraging people to share their stuff because. Most likely.
Okay, but those are influencers. Why are we sharing our friends?
No, but even like
post
your
pictures?
friend. Like,
I do that, by the way. But why are we doing it?
No, I think it's just.
I think it's the same thing. Even if it's not.
I like the picture. Just post it
I want people to see it. I want people to see it because it's just nice.
Because you look nice.
Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm like, it's not even a nice photo.
Wasn't there a story that someone posted somebody on their Instagram story and they got a boyfriend?
Well.
Bro.
Yeah, no. I'm not. By the way, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying
one of your followers could be my husband.
For sure. I'm crying.
He posted me.
But I just, when it comes to these sort of things, right? Like, obviously, yes, we, seen a massive difference from where we were before till now, and we are like, honestly, I wish that you guys could see behind the scenes in terms of like how grateful we are. Like people might just sit there and because we're talking about stats and stuff, you might just think, oh, we're big headed. Like every single time, like you guys will get us like even just 1,000 likes or something or whatever it may be. Yeah, we come together and we say thank you, God. First and foremost,
we grew
together and first of all we thank God first because without Him. None of this would come into play because, like I said before, we were really about to throw in the towel with this. But second of all, then we like everything we do. Basically, we're just super always grateful. Like that is it. So like, yes, I'm here. We're here. We're talking about like. Cause I don't want people to just think that we're just so like being boastful. Because at the end of the day, like, no, everyone can decide not to like our post next week, and we're not gonna die. Like we're gonna be fine.
Like, this, even though like, thank God, we're doing a lot better like than we were. Like we've been saying, we've been doing this for almost 3 years. Yeah. Like what's the day? In 5 days, we've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
But we have put in so much money and we have received nothing back. So it's not like we're like, oh my gosh, now we're so successful. Like we're really not that successful. We're just grateful that the content that we think is good, you guys think is good as well.
That's literally the rest of us. It's not about it's not even just about the obviously numbers is like important, but it's about the reach. It's more about the individual people actually engaging with us rather than just saying,
because if we got 100,000 views and 0 comments, I'd be like,
I'd still be like, people aren't
the one that I'll always say is the one that threw me off completely that I
Yeah.
was just like,
A
God
million
damn.
likes.
Is when we got 1 million likes on one video.
People
A million,
individually.
different
different
people,
counts.
2 million.
million accounts.
Yeah.
Like
1.2.
even more. Is it 1.2?
Mhm. I've been knowing these stats, child.
And I'm just like, wow, like that's when I knew that, okay, people actually really love, not like, they love the content. And like they're saying, like, it's not anything to be boastful, anything is like that. It's just so, I feel so much gratitude. I feel so much gratitude with how much time and effort we've put in.
Yeah.
Like, people might just think like, as I said, might think it's just overnight growth, but we've actually been doing this since 2020. Like the visuals came like in under a year, but we've been gliding, and I'm ever so grateful that we went through all of that to come and appreciate where we are now.
Yeah.
And that's just all down to you guys. So
literally.
I'm just ever so grateful, and I can't wait to see how far we go.
Yeah.
And another thing, please answer the poll that we're going to put on our for our Spotify listeners, and just keep engaging.
We love it.
Just because love it, especially the comments.
Yeah.
Please keep commenting, because that's
literally.
what I look forward to. Especially, have you seen some of the YouTube comments? They're like this long. I'm like,
yeah, people are really sharing their
I'm like,
thoughts,
dang.
boy. And people are still quite offended with the comment that I made about the money thing.
It's
Don't
fine.
worry, we're gonna have another episode to delve in a bit further, because some of you are moving crazy. Let me tell you that for free. And I'm speaking to you directly.
Bitches
You know
was
exactly who you
She
are.
comes and she attacks
Know
people on
exactly
this
who
pod
you
every
are.
single week.
But
Anyway,
did someone message you?
No,
it's just on the
There's
Instagram.
There's comments and stuff.
Oh,
But the thing is, though, like, anyway, this is something that I like. Like, I like conversation.
healthy
Disagree with me.
debates.
I'm
Healthy
just
debates.
like, we'll go back and forth. Buzz. What do you mean? That's why I started the podcast. Okay, so
Okay.
So,
guys,
catch us next week.
honestly, no, we've actually exhausted our time. So thank you guys so much for listening to us and for watching us. Like we've already been saying for the last 20 minutes, thank you so much for liking, commenting, following, sharing.
and
all of
start
that
whatever
stuff.
it is you want to start.
Yes, if you
Start
have any
whatever it is
ideas,
you wanna
just do
start.
it. Like, don't worry about whether your friends will like it or not.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're not doing it for your friends. You're doing it for people who
Literally.
enjoy what you also enjoy. So make sure you do start anything that you're really interested in. To be honest, it's nice to have like a hobby on the side.
Yeah.
It gives a bit of a spanner in the works to the week. Anyway, Sha, make sure that you're following us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at BTS_pod_. Follow us on YouTube, BTS Podcast.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Share.
Yeah.
Like Tammy said, there'll be a poll on Spotify, podcast, and is there one on
I think it's just
Apple?
Spotify.
It's just Spotify. Make sure you respond to the poll and also leave a comment if you're enjoying it. We'll see you guys in our next one.
Bye.